Welcome back, Nail Crew. So today I'm doing a little bit of pinching practice. Yes, finally practicing my pinching technique again. But before we get into that, I have to add a clip in of how I injured myself. I just have to share it with you guys.
Turn the music off because
because we'll get copyrighted.
I'm recording. Can you bring your foot closer?
Look, there's people looking at this.
That's a shame.
Oh my gosh.
That's what we get for trying to be kids.
Let me show y'all my injury. Hold on. Prepare.
Trampoline. I broke my toe.
What are we gonna call this video? Trampoline injuries? They gonna click so fast. They're trampoline injuries. Well, what in the tarnation?
Wait, and we both got videos we could do. We could get pictures from the videos we got too.
Look at my brown skin girl band-aid.
Oh
Brown girl band-aid. Saw them and I bought them immediately. I knew one day I need a little band-aid that would match my skin.
Oh my god.
Right? Wait,
gotta
did you
open
just
it.
die? Have you saw these? I did. I just opened it.
Yeah.
Yeah, show them. Look how...
Oh.
How free. I went in the shower last night. Last night I was in the shower. You want me to show you? Okay, here, give me your phone. Last night I was in the shower and I yelled so loud. I was like, ah! Like, I screamed so loud that I don't know how no one broke the door down. And I was like, damn, I gotta wash my foot though. Like,
We was playing duck, duck, goose.
duck, duck, goose.
Duck, duck, goose
on the trampoline. And we got the children are fine.
All fine. And even Marvin fell through the trampoline. Through the little... Yeah, he fell through them. He's fine. Laughed it off, got up, jumping, bouncing us 6 feet off of the trampoline after he got injured.
Meanwhile,
We're limping, gimping.
trying to cook dinner and limp. Limping while we cooked dinner last night. All right, now, crew, that's a wrap. I'm cutting that clip off right there. Trust me, we could have been laughing at ourselves all night long, but I'm going to cut the clip there. At the end of the video, I'll add a small clip of us playing Duck, Duck, Goose. But, yeah, the kids are all fine. All the children are fine. But me and Diana, she's limping with a broken toe. And I have no skin. So let's talk about EFILE, shall we? So the EFILE that I'm using today is from Makartt. Just want to move on and move past the fact that I have no skin. So this is the front of the EFILE. It is super cute and it does have a foot pedal. So watch. Stepped on it, it started turning. Stop stepping on it and it turns off. So I do have this on a low setting. I'm just using the EFILE to remove the shine from the nail plate. And again, there is a foot pedal, so when you step on it, it does not control the speed of the handpiece. It just controls the motor. So if you step on it with a lot of pressure, it's not going to make the handpiece rotate faster. It's just going to turn it on. The way you control the speed is on the side panel of the machine. But I do have a whole unboxing video where I talk about the machine and things like that. So if you're interested in a new EFILE, this one is from Makartt. I will leave that in the description box with the coupon code. Now, I'm also going to show you guys my new brush. You saw this brush in my unboxing video, and I told you guys I couldn't wait to use it. Well, hello, honey. I'm busting that thing open today. It's a size 12, and look at all that glitter on the inside. I cannot wait. So the brush is new, so I'm dipping it in Monomer, and I'm just going to try to work off some of that glue. Sometimes some brushes come with a little bit of glue or sticky residue on the bristles to keep them together, and that's fine, that's normal, but you want to remove that before you start to use it. So the way that I was removing it was just going back and forth in the Monomer. It wasn't a lot on there, so I didn't have a lot of working to do per se. I just dipped it in the Monomer and wiped it off on my paper towel back and forth for a little bit, and it took all of it off. So now I'm going to build a nail, and for the sake of time. I think I'm going to speed this clip up just so that we are moving right along. And the acrylic that I'm using is from Not Polish, of course, and I do have a coupon code. Okay, so you guys, I'm giving you guys a hookup. So for the brush that I'm using, Model 1s, yes, coupon code will be in the description box. The acrylic that I'm using, Not Polish, yes, coupon code will be in the description box. And then my EFILE, Makartt, and yes, coupon code will be in the description box. Now this practice hand that I'm using, you guys, let's get into it. So I actually have a giveaway open right now, okay? Once that giveaway is closed, I will talk about my practice hand giveaway. So it's going to be identical to the one that I'm using in this video, you guys. And yeah, I'll show it to you soon. I just have to close my current giveaway. So let me close that one first. Then we'll talk about the practice hand and the rules to that giveaway. All right. So this nail is done. Obviously, you guys can tell that, but I did not pinch it. So I wanted to have one nail that was pinched, one nail that was not pinched, so that we could compare them in the end. So now, you guys, this was a brand new brush, and I was trying to use it fresh out the pack, but I need a pinched brush, you guys. I need it pinched. So I'm just going to pinch it real quick, and I'll let you guys watch, and then it'll be so much more easier for me to use. Look at that. Now, you should not touch the bristles of the brush. We all know that, but I just couldn't resist. Ooh, maybe I'll blur it out because I don't want to be a bad influence. All right, so now that I have a nice pinched brush, it's just going to pick up the monomer and the acrylic for me so much better. It's just a personal preference, you guys. Pinching your acrylic brush is not mandatory, and not everybody does it, but for me, it just picks everything up better. It lays everything down smoother. I just work a little bit faster when I have a pinch brush. That's just my personal preference. So I have the first bead down, and I'm just patting it into place. I gave you guys a close-up, and look how nice this acrylic is, y'all. I'm literally just patting it into place. It works really, really well. Oh, and duh, the brush is working well. I'm giving you guys a close-up on the acrylic, but also on the brush. And as you can tell, there's no bristles falling out. It's not doing anything weird. It's not fraying or anything like that. So far, so good. Let me know if you guys have tried this brush from Model 1s. This is a size 12. Let me know what you guys think about it. So far, though, I don't have any complaints. And look at that acrylic, y'all. It's just working so well. And let me not forget, the monomer that I'm using, that's the monomer from my website. It's the only monomer I use, you guys. I love it. Now, I do have other monomers that people send me to try, and I do try that. But as far as doing sets of nails on real people, it's the only monomer that I trust to not have any lifting, to work the way I want it to. And it does have a medium drying speed. So if you guys are wondering, it doesn't dry too fast and it doesn't dry too slow. I feel like it dries at a nice medium speed. So you guys can finish watching me build this nail. I think I'm gonna speed this clip up though, because I feel like I'm going way too slow. But I have not, you know what? I'm not gonna speed it up. I'm just gonna let you guys see. It is what it is. I sped up the first one, so I guess I'll leave this one in real time. But I have not built a nail on a form in so long that, did I forget how to build a nail on a form? Like, what the hell? Like, I literally have been so spoiled by nail tips that, yo, I was like, what the hell? All my forms over here are going to waste. So I just decided to pull out my forms and decide to practice pinching. So here we are. I wasn't even going to make a video out of it. But you know what? I said, you know what? Let me just record it. If it comes out like trash, then I'll just delete it. And no one will ever know. And if it comes out great, well then, boom, I've improved. I'll let you guys watch my old video where I tried to pinch. Total and epic fail. I'm going to post that in the description box in case you guys want a good laugh. So, one of you guys told me from that last video, you watched me fail utterly, and you said to coat the pinching tool with acrylic. So I'm going to listen. I took all the notes y'all told me. So here we go, y'all. Here we go. I'm coating it with the acrylic, and that's supposed to stop it from sticking. And another thing that you guys told me is that I was pinching way too early. So when I put the pinching tool on the nail, oh, you guys just have to watch that. I don't even want to talk about it. It was a fail. It was a fail. It was like a real fail. If you guys are into watching people mess up and fail because you want to feel better about yourself, that video will definitely get you feeling better about yourself because I failed. So today, I did not fail. Look at that. 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 Hey. Now let me compare it to the non-pinched nail. And now you guys can see why I wanted one pinched and one not pinched so that we can compare them. So this is a thin nail. There's no structure. Like, I didn't build an apex. I didn't do anything yet. I just wanted to pinch. So all that other stuff I will do after I remove the form. So let me go ahead and do that now. And then I'm going to file and shape, do a little quick boop, 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 bop, bop, bop. And then I will encapsulate the whole nail in clear and try to build up a little bit more of that structure. But yo, so far, you guys, excitement. Insert excitement here. All right. You guys do not understand how excited I am right now. If you watch my first pinching video, then you know. But if you're new here, if you're new to the nail crew and you've never seen me fail while trying to pinch, you do not understand the excitement that I'm feeling right now. But I'm over the moon excited. So anyway, I pulled the forms off. You guys watched me do that. I did take the hand file and just kind of crisp up the edges just a scooch, but nothing too crazy, so I didn't even put it in the video. So now I'm using the clear acrylic is the one from my website as well. So the monomer and that clear acrylic is from my website, and link to that will be in the description box. I'm using the clear to build the structure of the nail, also encapsulate the pink color, and to make sure that I have an apex. So I like to have a nice wet juicy bead when I'm encapsulating the color, just like if I was encapsulating anything else. And I'm just going to let that run down the nail and then pat it in place and just make sure the nail is nice and smooth. If you encapsulate like this, you guys, with a nice wet bead and you allow it to flow down the nail and then you pat it in place, if you do that, if you try that technique, your nails will be a lot smoother on the surface, and when it comes to finish filing, you won't have a lot of finish filing in that. Look at that nail, like look at the surface, how smooth it is. So now when I go to finish file, I won't have to put a lot of work into it. So you guys can try that technique if you need a new way to encapsulate. I don't know, you guys always ask me questions like that, and I just feel like that's the easiest way. A nice wet bead that's large, put it at the cuticle area and let it flow down. Now I did notice that it was a little bit flat in this zone, so I applied a little bit more acrylic, and I'm just going to let it flow down the nail and then pat it in place. And that is it. And again, you guys, you'll see how smooth the nail is if you do it this way, and you'll have less filing in the end to do. So I'm just going to pat, 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 and then when I get to the end of the nail, smooth it down with the brush. And pretty much that is it. And ooh, I pinched the nail, 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 I pinched the nail. Yeah! Because you guys, if I failed again with pinching, I would have just said something like, pinching is dumb. I definitely would have just been like, forget it. No, I think I would have tried it one more time. So if I would have went into it that third time and it still would have came out like crap, then I would have been like, no one wants a pinch nail anyway. Pinching is so dumb. But luckily, I got it. So pinching is great. I love pinching. Everyone's getting pinch nails from now on. All right, you guys. All right, so while you guys watch me file, I'm going to give you the breakdown of what I learned when researching about pinching. So first thing, you guys, in my previous video, I was pinching way too soon. So you want to wait for the acrylic. You know, when you first apply it to the nail, it's shiny. You want to wait for it to get matte. When it starts to matte, that means it's drying. Some of the monomer is evaporating or it's drying into the acrylic. And so that's the optimum time to pinch. in most cases, okay? Obviously, it depends on what monomer you're using, what acrylic you're using, and all of that. But once you get it down and you time it just right, boom, it's just going to become habit. So I'm going to have to practice until it's like second nature to me. But I did notice that I did not do that in the first attempt to pinch, and it came out a horrible mess. You guys, you're welcome to go watch that video and laugh. It's fine. But this time I did time it out, and I did watch, and I waited for the acrylic to become matte, and boom, I applied my pinching tool. It worked great. Also, the tip, I cannot remember who gave me that tip, but yo, that was like one of the best tips, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Applying the pinching tool into the acrylic powder to dust it like a rolling pin. If you were going to knead bread out or use a rolling pin to roll out some dough, you would sprinkle flour on that rolling pin first so the rolling pin doesn't stick to the dough. So if you guys are bakers out there, you get what I'm saying. So the same thing applied here. I applied the acrylic to the pinching tool so that way it would not stick to the wet or damp acrylic. That was freaking brilliant. Thank you. So why do we pinch? I know you guys are wondering, like, okay, to pinch or not to pinch. I've been getting by just fine without pinching my nails. I don't want the hassle, and I get it because I was there for a long time as well. But the reason why we pinch our nails is for the strength, you guys. Pinching your nails does add more strength to it, especially at the apex area where we're prone to break. So if you guys are noticing that your nails are chipping by the apex area or the stress area, and you're like, what am I doing wrong? What's going on? I can't stop my nails from breaking. Try to pinch. Just give it another attempt. I know you probably tried it and it went horribly and you failed just like I did. But if I could have success, so can you. So pull out your pinching tool. And my nail is not perfect. Like, I'm not telling you I did a perfect job. But for my second attempt at pinching, oh my gosh, I am just so thrilled with this. I cannot wait to see what these nails look like after the top coat's applied and they're all shiny. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this top coat. The top coat is from Sparkle & Co. I'll leave a coupon code and link in the description box as well. But we're going to pop her in the oven. Pop her in the oven. Pop her in the oven and let her bake, bake, bake. Bake, bake, bake. And while she's baking, let's give a nail crew member spotlight to the beautiful Sierra Robels. You guys, her Instagram and website will be in my description box. Please check her out and show her some support. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I love all of my nail crew members. All of you. I love you guys so much, and I thank you. All right. So back to these nails. So obviously on the left, you could tell that one is not pinched, and so there's hardly any curve in there. It's not like completely flat, but obviously it doesn't look as good as the one on the right. So that one I would say is about a 20-25% curve. I think it looks really, really good. I love it. I really love it, you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. And as promised, here's a little duck duck goose.
Was ready. Her feet wasn't even intended into that.